Trash receptacle. Basura. The game is looking garbage right now. Oshaquie Foster exposes Shakur Stevenson in his latest transgressions, what he had to say after a recent Oshaquie call-out. Very, very disappointing stuff. What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego, and I'm back with some more boxing. Now, I'm almost ashamed to be a part of boxing at this space and time. Boxing is currently in a lame state, and I really hope that we as fans can band together and fix this, because boxing truly is the best sport in the world if you allow it to be. Now, some people are asking, Ego, what are you talking about? So you see on your screen, I've posted it right there, right? Right here on the screen. It's very small, so I will read it for you. And basically, Oshaquie Foster dominates Steph Coolboy Fulton, dominated him, destroyed him, and then called out Shakur Stevenson. Right? Shakur Stevenson on social media then goes on to say, like, basically, he got bigger fish to fry. He's not interested in fighting Oshaquie Foster. And Ray Ford jumps in and says, I'll fight him. I'll fight Oshaquie for free. Just put the belt on the line, yada, yada, yada. And then Shakur went back and it was like, don't worry, Ray Savage, Ford, he won't get to me unless he fights you. What part of the game is any of this? This whole fake brotherhood. I'm not fighting this guy because he's my friend. I'm friends with this guy as well, so we'll never fight. And then, and I noticed it with this young generation, particularly Shakur Stevenson, where Shakur, he's acting like Macho Man Randy Savage. Oh, yeah. Hulk Hogan, you said that you were, yeah. Oh, yeah. The W. What are we talking about, bro? Acting like it's a tag team match and like we're working as the Nation of Domination or something, like Farouk and them. This is weird behavior. Anyway, let me get to this thread. So that to get you guys caught up. Now, if you guys really want me to go and do a deep dive in this, type unpacked. Because I might make a longer video where because I'm not going to be able to go over everything in the length of this video. So if you want me to do a deeper dive on the Oshaquie Foster, Shakur Stevenson beef, right? Type the words unpacked. It's my original series. So if enough of you guys type unpacked, it'll notify me that there's a Hunger for More Lloyd Banks album, and I'll do a deeper dive unpacked video on it. But for now, enjoy this video. Shakur basically fronted on Oshaquie, who just won an interim title, right? And a fan said, Ray Ford has nothing to offer. He said he'll fight you for free. Who about to do that ish when is nothing to offer? And he's been calling Shakur out. Who is really scared? What grown-ass man get called out, then holler, I'll fight you after you fight my son? That ish don't make sense. If you're not scared, run it. This is a completely different fan, and they're basically saying the same thing as me. Then he tagged Shakur. Shakur, he not from Houston. He boxed out of Houston. Shakur, it don't matter, gang. We not worried about who name bigger. Stop throwing Ford out there and you stand in front of him. It's just that simple. Ray Ford replied to it, Oshaquie, what did you do? Truthfully, you act like you just been out here terrorizing Ish. You won the belt. lost and won it back from the person you lost it to. Then it says, then you beat someone smaller than you. Bro, I got so much to say. I'm sorry. Shakur, then he jump in it and says, Oshaquie Foster, you is a bitch. I'm in Houston every single day. I would say it to your face any day of the week. I'm here right now. You ban sucker. And that mandatory-ish don't mean nothing. You could have that bit at belt. He said mandatory don't mean nothing. You can have the bit at belt. So Shakur is willing to give up his belt rather than fight this guy who just had an impressive win. You know how much money I'm going to be making this fight? More than you'll ever make in your life. Now say please, little boy. Bro. And then somebody says something, and then he says, F you and him. Bro, this new generation got boxing looking goofy, bro. Notice when these people talk about boxing, right? They talk about boxing, and then when you keep it boxing, they start bringing up other stuff. The man called you out to fight you. Oshaquie is a mandatory, right? And Shakur's like, why should I fight you? You can have that little belt. Do you know how much money I'm going to be making? What does whatever you're making fighting Teofimo at 140 pounds have anything to do with the conversation, right? And Lamont Roach did the same thing. I made a video about it where I talked about that. Lamont Roach was like, all y'all hating, check my bank account. I made so much money. Like these dudes be acting weird. Money is cool. Money is a tool. Get your money, make money, but money don't make you indestructible. It doesn't give you respect. It doesn't like, it could give you like a fake respect where people know you have money and then they might play the game, but behind closed doors, do they really respect you? You dig? So I don't understand when the conversation is about boxing, people perpetually and continually throwing up, man, look how much money I made in my last check. Like, I'm from the Bay Area, bro, Northern California. We used to do the roast game, and it would almost lead to blows at times. And sometimes it did lead to blows, depending on the people, right? But I would be roasting people, and when they start getting mad and then trying to take it to a whole nother, that's how I know I got you. I got you so mad that you want to fight me. So I'm saying words, and the words are detonating and hitting so hard in the roast game. Now you want a confrontation. You want to take it to some old different stuff, right? Or people start bringing, oh, that's why I got a nicer car than you. Bro, you getting roasted. You getting roasted, and you start bringing up, my parents make more money than you, or I got more money, I got a nicer whip. It's over, bro. It's over. So that's how we knew when we struck a chord, when people start bringing up stuff that don't really even have nothing to do with the battle or the debate or the roast or whatever. And that's what we're seeing in boxing. Shakur's like, have that at belt. Now all of a sudden, Terrence Crawford don't care about the WBC, and now Shakur don't care about belts. Bro, boxing is so fake. These are the same people who were like, I'm an Olympian for Shakur. I have an amateur pedigree. I've moved up multiple weight classes. I had this belt. I've been a 3-time champion, whatever. And they throw all these accolades in your face. Then TKO come in the game, Turkey come in the game, overpaying people who would never make this type of money with any other promoter because their actual market value is not as great as the checks they're getting. Meaning you can't draw flies to Ish, so we wouldn't give you this like HBO, Showtime, PBC, Top Rank, Matchroom. Nobody else is going to give you this type of purse because you're not drawing like that. The numbers don't align, right? But now these guys are big headed because they're like, I guess, finally started making money. Stuff that guys like Gervonta Davis and Canelo and Floyd, they on their 5th and 12th and 20th checks that are crazy. But now these guys started getting in the loop, making money, and now they're talking a whole different tune. Now the belts don't matter, accolades don't matter, rankings don't matter, fighting your mandatories. But when Shakur's with Top Rank, and then they would get random scrubs for him to fight, you know, they could have been justified by the ranking. Like, why did you fight Nakatani, right? This is also the guy one fight or so removed from fighting an electrician. Now you're too big and too good to fight Oshaquie Foster, talking about big fights only. Shakur looks extremely bad here, right? Oshaquie did his thing. And you got people, you have all types of people who are saying the darndest things and craziest things. Ray Ford is like, oh, so we're supposed to give you credit because you beat someone smaller. Didn't Cool Boy Fulton come in heavier than Oshaquie Foster? Like, you as fans, I'm putting it all on the fans. You can listen to what these fighters and some of these people are doing and saying in the game and listen to the lies, or you can think for yourself. And I implore you, it is much greater when you do the latter and think for yourself. Fulton, I don't care if he came in smaller divisions. He outweighed Oshaquie Foster. That is a fact. He missed weight. He wasn't even eligible for the belt, right? So, yeah, he's a good fighter, missed weight, and he got cooked every single round. And now these hating dudes are like, Shakur's trying to sick Ray Ford on him when he became your mandatory with that WBC interim, or he should be soon, right? And then now you like, go through my youngin'. Why should I fight you? You just fought an electrician, bro. You literally just fought Geek Squad, but now you're too good. And I get it. You're fighting Teofimo, and that's another part of the game that looks insanely corny. You're beefing with all these people when you already have a press conference and a fight lined up with Teofimo. You're fighting Teofimo. I get it. So what's the point of even talking this spicy, you a bit, you a ba ba ba, you ba ba ba, your mama, and cussing out Ryan Garcia the other day, talking about how weak he is, talking about I'm in Houston right now, come see me, I'm at the gym, Big Bad Wolf, to Oshaquie, and you already have a fight lined up. This, to me, this cooks boxing, and it makes you not believable at all. For me, it don't make you believable because it's almost like a protection. It's like when somebody jump bad when there's security's around. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, of course you talking that talk when you're protected by the security people. You know what I mean? So I'm not really impressed. Oshaquie, he did his thing. He looked sharp. He beat Fulton. Fulton had no answers. He looked like his reach can give anybody problems and his ability to box, right? And now you got people like Shakur who are trying to evade fighting him in order to pitch like they've only fought big fights. For me, I didn't even care about the William Zepeda fight because I never rated William Zepeda like that. I don't even think he beat Tevin Farmer twice. So that was a horrible precursor. Like Shakur's bragging about the Zepeda win. Zepeda, we knew he was beatable because he should have lost at least one fight to Tevin Farmer, particularly the first fight where he got dropped, something that Shakur couldn't do. And Shakur and Tevin Farmer came from the lighter divisions too. And he was able to drop William Zepeda. And then Shakur went to war and said he was more sore than he's ever been and all this stuff by trying to go toe-to-toe, no Tom and Jerry, which was completely out of his element. So for me, I'd rather see Shakur fight some of these black fighters because I think that would create better fights because of the style. Shakur, he already beat Chris Pitbull Diaz, Oscar Valdez, William Zepeda at this point, Nakatani, like one-dimensional, like power guys or flat-footed fighters, he's already shown that skillfully he could beat those guys. An athletic, long-reached Oshaquie is, to me, as a real boxing head, that is a more intriguing fight. Or Floyd Schofield, because Schofield has some different dynamics. His resume is not up there, but reschedule that because he got power for sure, and he's more athletic, and he's young and hungry and undefeated. So there's so many other matchups. But here's the problem, and this is part of what makes boxing look weak right now, is you got guys like Shakur who will run around and scream on a microphone, I'm the boogeyman. I'm the boogeyman. Nobody wants to fight me. I'm the boogeyman. I can't get no work. Then you got a ton of guys calling you out, and then you start picking and choosing and saying, nah, you're not worth my time. I make more money than you. That's weak. To me, that's weak. Let me know what you think in the comment section, but for me, that's weak because you can't act like the boogeyman. You can't act like you Candyman when ninjas ain't afraid to say your name in that mirror 5 times. It's what it is. If you Candyman, you're supposed to pop up with the hook and have sweets written on the wall. But instead, you don't want to come out that bathroom stall. That's a bar. I said if you Candyman and they saying your name in the mirror, you should have sweets written out all on the wall. But you don't want to pop up in the mirror and come from out of that bathroom stall. That's a bar. So for me, I can't really respect that. And you telling Ray Ford to fight it. He ain't even rematched Nick Ball. What does Ray Ford got to do with it? You know what I mean? But now you too good. I'm done. Live streaming can be tough, which is why I use StreamYard. Click the link in the description for StreamYard, which is an awesome tool that enables you to set up your stream with ease of use. Get great results with live streaming. It's what I use. Stream to social media with ease with StreamYard. Live streaming is here to stay. Engage with your audience using StreamYard. Great way to reach out to your audience and connect. So you need a tool that can do that. If you're new to YouTube and you're struggling to get views, one tool I can provide to you is TubeBuddy. I've been on YouTube over 10 years. I use TubeBuddy daily to crank out videos just like this one that you're watching. Learn how the pros do it with TubeBuddy. YouTube receives a lot of traffic, which also means a lot of creators, a lot of people putting out content. So you need to learn the ropes so you know how to separate yourself, especially if you're new, but even if you're a pro, use TubeBuddy. The link is in the description. Get more views, more subscribers, and a higher click-through rate, so ultimately you can realize all of your online goals. Use my affiliate link in the description and grow your channel fast.